Alright, I'm trying to make the fastest, I know you can't see anything. Alright, I'm trying to make the fastest Insta360 Luna. Alright. This is the DJI 4P killer, okay? And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Let's get into the review. This is the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Man, let's get right into it. Test footage, everything. You'll see why. You'll see why it's worth the investment. Alright, let's get into it. Okay. Let's get right into it. It's turning on, it's booting on. Let's talk about why the Insta360 Luna is better than the DJI 4P. Now, I haven't tried the 4P, but I have held it in my hand and I have used it. I've seen the reviews. I've actually used this thing for 2.5 weeks, where I absolutely dogged it to the point where there are like water salt stains, because I was in Iraq and their water, you know, I don't know if you could tell from the case, like there is a bit of salt in their water that comes out of the taps, like they don't drink that. So as you can see, I don't know where this residue came from, but needless to say, I have used this thing. Number one, the case. The case is so much better than DJI's. It clicks, hardcover, actually protects, you know. I was throwing this in my side bag with like keys and everything. This thing does its job. I love that it locks. I love that it holds 2 ND filters, 2 spots for ND filters. Clicks every single time. It's just, it works. I love that they included the little slit so you can see when it's charging even with the case on. Yeah, no complaints about the case. The Insta360 Luna Ultra. Dude. Complaints right off the bat. Holding it for vertical like this, true vertical shooting mode. It does shoot vertical like this, but the screen gets a little wonky and it becomes 9:16 in a 16:9 screen. So shooting like this is just easier. True vertical, whatnot, it's not 3K resolution. You have all your buttons. It's just so easy to use and go through the modes. Absolutely wonderful from that aspect. Another complaint, I'm a big guy. I don't know if you can tell from this camera, but like I'm a big guy. It looks mad funny as a big guy holding something that's small. Like you can't take it seriously, and nobody took me seriously until they started seeing the quality of the footage. But otherwise, checkmate. That's not checkmate, but you get the point. Insane footage. Love how, you know, intuitive it is. Love the little addition. I believe this is extra power. Comes with these little tiny legs. I wouldn't really rely on them. They're kind of just like a little add-on Insta360 put on just to be like, oh look, we did this for you. It stands. Don't get me wrong, it does stand, but in like terrain or like on gravel or something, it's gonna fall over. So don't really rely on these. It does have a thread, you know, so I was using that with my DJI RS3 tripod legs from my gimbal. Dude, this was blowing minds. First of all, this mic is insane, right? The omnidirection mic, you can choose the pattern within the settings. This mic is insane.
Look at you, bro. Holy. Got the boys. What are the boys saying right now? Jeez. Yeah.
Now. What I didn't know from the reviews that I watched before getting this, mind you, I got this the day before I flew out, paid $1,073 for it, so $1,073 Canadian. That's about, I don't know, like 800, 850 USD, something like that. This thing has a mic at the top. The handle that comes up and you can switch to the mic on this. You know, I used to think, or I thought that I wouldn't use this feature. Trust me, you actually use this more than you think. That's why DJI 4P went out, and now that it's coming out a month later, they had to like get this remote that they had from a different camera and then like program it to work on their 4P, but really it's not the same product. Whereas this comes off and it's like, this is a cool feature. This is what separates the Luna from the 4P. The 4P, yes, it might have the DJI Log 2 or whatever it's called, and it might be better colors wise because it's DJI and it's their second version, but this thing competes. Night and day, it competes. My SSD is falling off my camera. Resolutions 8K 30, 4K 120. I didn't really use anything else. I used 4K 60, 4K 50, 4K 30. I used 8K 30. You'll see the test footage. I used the night mode. The night mode is very cool. I liked it. I used it in very, very dark scenarios when there was a play one time and there was no lights on. Like, it was just like colored lighting aimed at the two actors. I used it. Yes, there's a lot of noise, but I mean, the room is dark. The room is pitch black, right? Insane. The normal night mode, like the normal shooting during normal nighttime outside in the streets and whatnot when we were walking, it performed so well. Arbahin is this pilgrimage in Iraq. It's a walk. People walk 80 kilometers up to like 500 kilometers towards Karbala, the holy city, where there's shrines. And most people walk during the night because it's cooler, you know, 50-degree weather. By the way, this thing performed so well in 50 degrees Celsius weather. That's like 116 Fahrenheit. Performed so well. It never said it was overheating, never said it had any issues, it was too hot. Performed perfectly. There is one thing I don't like about it. It's that the zoom is not as good as I would wish that I could do like a dolly zoom with it kind of thing, where I can just like slowly zoom, or again with the joystick slowly pan down instead of it being so like abrupt. Now I know that's a settings thing, but I just didn't really have time to play with the settings, and I'm not the type of guy to use the joystick because I think panning is just not the right way to shoot. Okay, lost the castle. So yeah, I think panning is just not the right way to shoot with cameras in general, so I wasn't really using it, and I was kind of using the pan, tilt, follow more. That's what I'm used to with my gimbal and my camera as well. The record button, very, very responsive. The zoom in, zoom out. Now the 6x no loss zoom is amazing. Like, it is so good. I hope I'm gonna show you the footage, the test footage. 6x no loss zoom is insane. Like, no, it's insanely good. 12x, you know, it's digitally zooming, so I didn't really use that much. But the 6x was using that. The 2x, the 3x was using those, you know. 4K 120, you can't really, you know, switch between them when you're shooting, obviously. So that was that. The 4K 120 is butter. It's everything you think you would get out of a 1-inch sensor. Now, I will put up test footage of it stacked up next to my mirrorless camera, my Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Obviously, bigger sensor, more quality, whatnot. But this thing performed. The compact size, you know. Obviously, I never used an Osmo 3 or Pocket 3 or whatever it was called, but I knew how much people enjoyed it and liked it, and they were stacking it up against FX3s. This thing goes toe-to-toe, I think, with a lot of cameras. And, you know, people would like look at me like, oh my god, Osmo Pocket 3. But no, it's the new one, because this hadn't dropped in Iraq yet. It barely had dropped in Canada yet. So, very, very cool little thing. I will say the zoom, I don't know what to call this, the button, and there's like residue, because I do see like salt residue under it. So what happened was I was basically at one of these procession booths. We rested there, and I was sitting in the park area to edit. And it's a nice park, whatever, green grass, everything. Out of the blue, the workers turn on the sprinklers. Now I had to decide what to save. It was either my MacBook, that's really expensive, my M4 Max MacBook. This was just sitting like this. So I decided to shield my M4 Max with my body and kind of just pulled my bag until I can get it in my bag, and the sprinkler was just going. I got drenched. But yeah, this thing got a good shower. It wasn't too bad, but it did get water. I was worried about like this area because that's where the water really got, but it seemed to be fine. It was making noise at the time, but seemed to be fine. I think it's all good. Like, nothing really happened. It might be weatherproofed or whatever. Honestly, no complaints. DJI mics connected to here. I got audio through the lavs that you're seeing right now. No complaints there. Footage was easy to take off of it. During the walk, I can't pull out my MacBook and take out the mini SD card or the micro SD card. So what I was doing is connecting straight to the app, downloading the footage, and then editing it using VN or CapCut or whatever, just for some quick stories. Worked like a charm. The app is smooth, the app works. Haven't used all the features, but you can edit in the app. No complaints about the app whatsoever. How it connects to this, how smooth it is. A bunch of firmware updates came out, have made it a lot better. So it's great that Insta360 is listening. And honestly, for the price, you just can't go wrong. Like, I think the 4P just got beat. DJI got beat, and that's why they delayed, or not that they delayed, But I think that's why they were forced to like connect and make a software upgrade with that little remote they're adding to the 4P, because this is the game changer. This is what's different. This is like innovative, and I couldn't be happier. My plan was honestly to return this, to test it out, to see if I needed it, to return it and get the 4P. I'm keeping this thing. Yes, it's not DJI. Yes, it doesn't match my workflow, but I'm keeping this thing because Insta360 really impressed me. Yeah, I like the little Wally, you know. But yeah, I got dogged for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks, like this thing is crazy, bro. Crazy. So durable, so good. Turns off right away. Put it back into the case as if nothing ever happened. It's protected, you know, looks good, sleek. The ND's attached by magnet, so like you just slap them on. That's one thing I will say, in the sun, especially like Middle Eastern regions, get NDs for it, because the NDs will make your footage a lot better. I mean, that's with all cameras, but with this thing specifically, get NDs for it, get your filters. They just magnetically attach. Very, very cool. Really no complaints whatsoever. When I first got the thing, it glitched, like the screen glitched a bit, but I think that's because it was the first time opening it and using it. But other than that, like, as you can see, it's so responsive, it's so quick. You just pop open the screen, you know, turn it sideways, you're recording vertically for reels, press record, it's ready to go. With slower micro SDs, it does take a little bit of time to record that footage to the SD card, but with a fast enough one, you'll never have that issue. And yeah, I really just don't know what else to say, or like what else to complain about. I just think it's the 4P killer. And I think bar like Log 2 or DJI Log 2 or whatever it's called, I think iLog really isn't that bad. I think the low light shooting and the night mode is amazing. Pictures on this generally are decent, are good, not amazing. It's not really crazy megapixels. The 360 panoramic, I'll throw up a picture, I did one, pretty cool feature. I wouldn't use it much, but it's pretty cool, I tried it. And yeah, like the barrel roll feature, used it a lot, amazing. 4K 120, amazing. 8K 30 is just so crisp. Like I was doing interviews in 8K 30, so crisp, nothing like it. And yeah, like there's just so many features on there where I'm just like, wow, okay. The hyperlapse, time lapse feature, very clean as well. Just gotta hold it still. Bit of a workout, but it's pretty light. And yeah, you know, no complaints. I think honestly, this thing is the 4P killer. Subscribe for more. We lost our castle again. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this to content creators, people who want professional footage that really don't want to carry around a big camera. I think this works. I don't know if you could live stream off of this, but maybe you could. No idea. But for what it is, I am very impressed. Very impressed. As were most of my media colleagues in Iraq. When they did see it, they were like, wow, this thing is very cool. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It's not that much, considering it's only 800 USD, considering most cameras are like 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K. The FX5 is like 6K or whatever. So if you're starting out and you just want content, you want to record yourself and you can pull off the remote and, you know, get everything right, this is it. And I'll definitely be using it in the future. That's all for now from MRQ Productions. I will see you later. I hope this lighting worked.